With the head gently lifted, the gaze level, although your eyes can be closed if you wish, or half open. Shoulders down and relaxed. As you inhale, gently expand your abdomen, gently push down on the perineum or pelvic floor. As you exhale, gently contract your abdomen, gently lift your perineum. Use long, slow, deep, even breaths, using about 70 to 80% of your lung capacity, so your breathing is deep but still relaxed. Bring your mind inside your body. Pay attention to relaxing the breath, relaxing the muscles, and maintaining an erect but relaxed posture. If your mind wanders away from your body, gently bring it back. Now we're going to do a energy purge of the lungs. Lungs can be damaged by feelings of sadness and depression, particularly if felt strongly or held for a long time without being resolved. So as you exhale, imagine breathing out from your lungs any feelings of sadness and depression. Exhale sadness and depression. As you've exhaled sadness and depression, you've made room to inhale the positive virtues for the lungs of courage and righteousness. Breathe in courage and righteousness. Feel the virtues of courage and righteousness filling your lungs. now that we've relaxed body, mind, and breath, we're going to continue our relaxation exercise by shaking the whole body. Our aim being to relax the joints, muscles, and tendons so that the vital energy of the body, qi, can flow smoothly. Qi is necessary to every part of your body's functioning. And now let's step out to a wider stance. We're going to do tapping with tapping the lung 1 here, lung 1 point located in the valley between your shoulder and your chest, right here. Gently tapping, and from the back, if you can reach, we'll tap the kidneys. Okay, so a little bit wider than shoulder width stance. Movement starts in the bottoms of the feet. Your waist should be very relaxed, and your upper body should follow where your waist leads it. Okay, now that we have the body loosened up, the energy flowing, we're going to sweep the energy to flush out any stale energy that we may have loosened up, and now we'll move it out. So stepping back into hip width distance, inhale, Gather the universal healing energy that surrounds us. Take it from whatever source fits your philosophy or religion. And now pour it in. Pour that energy you've gathered in through the byway point at the top of your head and down layer by layer through your body. Feel the fresh energy flushing out stale energy. Pain and illness, stress and tension, negative emotions. Flushing them all the way down to the bottoms of the feet and out into the depths of the earth. Because the virus attacks the lungs, first of all. We're going to do the lung cleansing Qigong, so only practice this when you're in a clean air environment. So with the hands on the lower abdomen, we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We'll put the mind, the oomph in the exhalation. And we're going to bend down as we exhale, and we're going to imagine pushing our front abdominal wall to the back wall. We're not actually going to try to do that, but we're going to push in gently to empty the lungs as completely as we can. So inhale through the nose, bend down, exhale through the mouth, mind in the exhale. Straighten up, inhale through the nose. We're going to do this 2 more times. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now we're going to straighten up. We're going to inhale as deeply as we can and hold for as long as we can. We're going to bend slightly backwards. When you can no longer hold your breath, we'll straighten up, round out your mouth, and breathe all the impurities out of your lungs. Okay, we're going to do that 4 more times. So hands on the lower abdomen, inhale through the nose, bend down, exhale through the mouth, imagine pressing the front abdominal wall to the back wall. Straighten up, inhale through the nose. Bend down, exhale through the mouth. Straighten up, inhale through the nose. Bend down. Now straighten up, inhale as deeply as you can, hold for as long as you can. And we imagine breathing all the impurities out of the lungs. Okay, again. And you can pause as needed to recover your breath before you do the next repetition. So, inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. Inhale, come up and hold. Occasionally you might find that you need a tissue or something as you're doing this, because it's cleansing the lung Qigong, and sometimes it actually brings up stuff, physical stuff, in addition to energetic, stale energy. Okay, again, in, out. In, out. In, out. Inhale and hold. In addition to sort of being on the front line, as you inhale and exhale, as you inhale maybe bacteria and virus, the lungs are responsible for maintaining the guardian qi. That's the bioelectrical field that surrounds you. So strong lungs are beneficial in both respects of fighting off the virus that they may inhale and keeping you insulated bioelectrically. One more. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. In. And hold. Okay, so lung cleansing Qigong. I want to spend just a couple of minutes getting the energy moving inside the body with 4 gates breathing. And then we'll do the 8 pieces of brocade. And if you're comfortable with 4 gates breathing, you can continue the 4 gates as you do the 8 pieces. So, standing with the feet about hip width apart, and the hands at hip level pointing to the earth, Elbows and wrists not too sharply bent, so not like this, not like this. Inhale. Place your mind in the lower dantian. Gently pull in on the lower abdomen. Gently pull up on the perineum. We're going to do reverse abdominal breathing. Exhale. Place your mind below your hands and below your feet. Gently push out on the lower abdomen. Gently push down on the perineum. Visualize breath and chi flowing out through your hands and feet. Inhale, place your mind back in the lower dantian, abdomen in, perineum up. Visualize drawing fresh breath and chi in through the hands and feet and into your lower dantian. Exhale, mind under the hands and feet. You might imagine your hands and feet are pressing down, but it's just a thought. Perineum gently down, abdomen gently out. Breath and chi flowing out from your hands and feet into the earth. Inhale, mind in the lower dantian. Abdomen in, perineum up, drawing in breath and chi through the four gates. Exhale, mind below the hands and feet, abdomen gently out, perineum gently down, breath and chi flowing out through the four gates into the earth. Inhale. Drawing breath and chi into the dantian, mind in the dantian. Exhale, mind under the hands and feet, sending breath and chi out through the hands and feet. And we'll continue at your own pace for a few more breaths. There are 6 meridians that run up and down the arms, it's chi channels, and 6 channels that run up and down the legs. These are linked to the 12 organ networks. So the four gates breathing stimulates the flow of chi in those channels. Chi being, of course, bioelectricity. It's the vital energy that powers your body's operation. One more. Okay, now the 8 pieces of brocade, which is good for all the organs in the body. It's probably one of the single best Qigong routines for health improvement and maintenance. So with your feet hip width apart, interlock your fingers. Inhale. You can continue 4 gates if you're comfortable with that, or you can just use the return to childhood breathing. Exhale, lift up your heels. Inhale, lower your heels. Exhale, bend to your side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. And we'll make the healing sound for the triple burner, Shi, S-H-E, sound of no sound, so it's very soft. Shi. Visualize exhaling stagnant chi out through the mouth. So again, in and out, lift up the heels. In, come down. Out, bend to the side. In, come back to center. Out, bend to the other side. In, come back to center. Exhale and in and out. In, come down. Out, bend. In, come up. Out and bend. In, come up. Out and sound. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out and sound. In and out. In, out. In, out. In, out and sound. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out and sound. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out and sound. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out and sound. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Okay, next movement. Left, right, bend the bow like shooting a hawk in the air. So step out to a wider than shoulder width stance. And we're going to squat down, tuck the buttocks under to strengthen the waist and kidneys. We're going to feel like we're pulling a very strong bow. Gaze off in the distance like shooting a hawk in the air. This, called secret sword hand form, is going to simulate the arrow. So here we go. Left, right, bend the bow like shooting a hawk in the air. In, out. Squat down, tuck the buttocks under. Shoot the hawk in the air. We don't have a healing sound for this one. In, out. In, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now, some variations that are really good for the belt vessel. The belt vessel goes around the waist, thus the name belt vessel. And it is the transmitter for the guardian chi. So if we can get the chi flowing smoothly and strongly in the belt vessel, that helps the immune system. So imagine now that you're shooting an arrow at a bird flying very high in the air. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now imagine that you're shooting at a fish when you're on the lake in a boat and you're bow and arrow fishing. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now imagine that you are on horseback being pursued by outlaws. In, out. Keep your knees pointing straight ahead. Don't do the turning in the knees. In, out, in, out, in, out. And now imagine that you are on horseback pursuing outlaws. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, that's left, right, bend the bow like shooting a hawk in the air. Step back into a hip width distance stance, and we're going to do left, right, lift singly to regulate the stomach and spleen. Now, pay close attention in this one because we're going to use the healing sounds. So you want to be on the same side that I am. So, but it's probably going to look to you like you're on the opposite side. So when I raise my left hand, raise your left hand. And the left side would be the spleen side. We use the healing sound Hu, H-U for spleen. Right side is the liver side. We use the healing sound Shu, Shu, S-H-U, or like what I'm wearing on my feet, Shu, for liver, okay? So in, raise your left hand, out. Feel as though both palms are pushing against slight resistance. Hold the position, in. Out, when you feel the area around your spleen relax, and make the healing sound Hu. In. Out. Both hands pushing against slight resistance. In. Out and Shu. Raise the left hand, in and out. In, out and Hu. Raise the right hand. In and out. In. Out and shoo. In and out. In. Out and hu. Raise the right hand. In and out. In. Out and shoo. In and out. In. Out and hu. Raise the right hand. In and out. In. Out and shoo. In and out. In. Out and hu. In and out. In. Out and shoo. Now raise your left hand and turn to your left. Hold the position in. Come back to center. Out and healing sound for spleen. Hu. Raise your right hand and turn to your right. In and out. Hold the position. In. Come back to center. Out and spleen sound. Shoo. Excuse me, liver sound. Shoo. In. Out. In. Back to center. Out. Hu. Right hand and turn to the right. In. Come back to center. Out and shoo. In and left. In. Come back to center. Out and hu. In and right. In. Back to center. Shoo. One more round. In and out. In. Come back to center. Out and hu. In and out. In. Come back to center. Out and shoo. Palms face each other for a moment to let energy balance between the right and left sides. And we'll go to the next exercise. So the 7 illnesses and 5 injuries, turn, look behind you, they'll be gone. With hands on the hips, inhale, exhale, turn to the side. Look behind you, visualize your illnesses and injuries left behind. Inhale, come back to the front. Exhale, turn to the other side. Inhale, come back to the front. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. You can continue to 4 gates breathing or Yang Chuan breathing if you just want to do the feet. One more round. Now we'll put the hands like this, thumbs on the outside of the waist and the fingers on the back pointed towards the spine. And we'll do another 8. It's an exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Look behind you. Inhale in. Now continue. Exhale out. Inhale in. Okay, and a third position here. Exhale out. Inhale in. One more round. Okay, next piece is sway the head and swing the tail to eliminate the heart fire. We step out again to a wider stance. We're going to bend down, put our hands on our legs just above the knees with the thumbs on the outside of the thighs. We're going to use the healing sound for lungs because, again, the virus first attacks the lungs, so we're giving priority in this routine to defense of the lungs. So inhale, exhale, shift to the side, press down with your hand on your knee, look up toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, start turning to the side. Exhale, finish your turn. Inhale, hold the position. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, turn. Exhale, finish the turn. Inhale, hold the position. Exhale, start back to center. In. Out. Press down with the hand on the knee. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Straighten up. Make the healing sound for lungs. Like air leaking from a balloon. If you wrote it, you'd write it S-I-I-I-I-I. Another round of 3. In, out. Press down with the hand on the knee. Look up towards the ceiling. In, out. Start back to center. In, out. In, out. Back to center. In, out. In, out. Back to center. In, out. In, out, back to center. In, out. In, out, back to center. In, out. In, straighten up, and you can do more if you have time. Now back to a hip or shoulder width stance, and two hands to hold the toes to strengthen the waist and kidneys. We're going to use the healing sound for kidneys on this one, which is chue, chue. The insidious thing about the COVID virus is it attacks first the lungs, but then other organs, liver, kidneys, and even eventually it can attack the brain. Okay, so this two hands to hold the toes is going to look like this. In, out. In, out. Bend down, keeping your back as straight as possible. Grab knees, ankles, or toes, whatever you can reach. Pull up to tense the muscles over the kidneys. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, press down, and healing sound for kidneys. Chue. Feel like all your energy is going down as you press down and make the healing sound. Okay, here we go. So, in, out, in, out, and bend down, back as straight as possible. Pull up on knees, ankles, or toes. In, out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chue. In, out. In, out, and bend down. Pull up. In, out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chue. In, out. In, out, and bend down. Pull up. In, out. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, chue. In, out. In, out, bend down. Pull up. In, out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chue. In, out. In, out, and bend down. Pull up. In, out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chue. One more. In, out. In, out, and bend down. Pull up. In, out. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, chue. Now for piece number 7, left, right, screw the fist and punch with fiery eyes. We step out to a wider stance. Like piece number 2, we're going to squat down and tuck the buttocks under. We're going to punch, and we're going to glare with fiery eyes. This is raise your spirit, okay? So, spirit of courage, confidence in the crisis, okay? So, left, right, screw the fist and punch with fiery eyes. In, out. Punch and glare, fiery eyes. In, out. Punch and glare. In, out. 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 Okay, we step back into hip width distance, and the last one is the hundreds of illnesses. Wait and see later, they'll be gone. So place the hands on the hips. We lift up the heels as we exhale, and we inhale as we bring the heels back down. Exhale up, inhale down. Up, down, up, down. Turn the toes out. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Turn the toes in. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Second position, hands on the back, just like piece number 2, we have the same upper body positions. With the feet straight ahead, exhale up, inhale down. Turn the toes out. Turn the toes in. In the third position, like this. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Turn toes out. Up. Down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and turn toes in. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Okay? And that's the 8 pieces. Now we'll conclude with returning the qi to its residence in the lower dantian. So when we return the qi to its residence, it can be conserved and stored. And if we leave it out in the body, or when we're thinking all the time and interacting with the outside world, qi is led away from its residence in the lower dantian and is consumed. The more qi you consume, the tireder and weaker you get. The more qi you preserve, the stronger and healthier you'll be. So, arms hanging relaxed at the sides, mind in the lower dantian, the center of your lower abdomen on the level, about 2 inches below your navel. Return to childhood breathing. Gently expand the abdomen as you inhale. Gently push down on the perineum. Gently contract the abdomen as you exhale. Gently lift the perineum. Continue with long, slow, deep, even breaths while you hold your mind steadily in your real lower dantian. Okay, well, that concludes the routine. As I said in the beginning, this is one routine. There could be many others. You can do more repetitions of the exercises and perform for longer times if you have time. You can do a little bit less if you're short on time. However, the more time you put into it without excess, the more you get out of it.